Barbershop is based on synergy, or expanded sound, which is the sum is greater than the total of the parts. When you put it all together, you get this single entity of sound that has overtones and undertones and expansion to it if it's really done properly.
I think I'm the luckiest guy in the world to have had to be able to share this hobby with Greg. Growing up, we sang together, of course, when he was 3 years old. And of course, at a very early age, he showed an uncanny ear for harmony and understood it so well. By the time he was, 11 years old, heavens, he was ready to audition and come right in and sing a harmony part, with no problem whatsoever. But it's been great training for him, but the fellowship that he and I have had to be able to share your hobby, with your son, has just been the most rewarding part of it for me.
I sing lead with the group, so I have to learn my part. So every so often I have to do it on the bus, and I sing a lot while I drive the bus. So many voices sing America's song. So many dreamers come from different shores to proudly sing along. So many colors in our rainbow flag. So many hearts from many homelands. All
My dad has sung barbershop for years and years and years. And I've always kind of admired it from afar, but I always thought it was a bunch of old guys, singing. I always loved listening, but I never thought that I would do it. Maybe I didn't have the confidence. I don't know. But after I graduated from college, I went to one of my dad's rehearsals and actually got in with the barbershoppers and sang a few tags, which are ends of songs. And there's just something completely magical or mystical about getting together with three other guys, singing and locking a chord up, having the overtones and undertones, and it hooks you.
I was just determined not to let a little thing like, 3,500 miles get in the way of singing with the VM. So I said, David, pick me up at the airport. I'll be there Thursday, okay? So I got a ticket, jumped on a plane, and I was sitting, I had my dinner, watched the film, and I was sitting halfway across the Atlantic, and I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing here on this plane? I have no idea what's going to go on at the other end. All I know is that I just wanted to be with the vocal majority. I got on a plane and commuted over the period of about 7 months. Just arrived Thursday night, went home Sunday mornings, and I made more than 50% of the rehearsals in that period of time.
Singing can do a great deal for individuals. Being in something that gets synergistic or that really rings or that sounds bigger than it is, I hate to use the analogy, but it is almost spiritual or holy. It's something, it's like there's more than the four of you standing there singing this thing.
Okay, we are the Acoustics from Dallas, Texas, of course, and got together in 1990. All four of us are members of the VM, the vocal majority, and love being in the chorus and
do the chorus thing and the quartet thing.
Both,
you know?
yeah.
Get to do everything. Get to be gone some weekends singing with the chorus, some weekends
a
with the
lot
quartet.
more with the quartet.
Straighten up and fly right, straighten up and do right now. You straighten up and fly right, cool down, Baba, don't you blow your top. Wants to use it, it just ain't no use. Ain't no use in jiving. Straighten up and fly right, cool down, Baba, don't you blow your top.
I myself, if I were to try to compete with the quartet, would fall flat on my face because I can't sing that well. I can hear pitch, I can sing in tune, but do I have the voice to go out and win a championship on a quartet? No, I don't. But barbershopping goes way beyond that. It lets people, the chorus part of barbershopping especially, lets people with very average voices become part of something that's very, very good.
The philosophy, basically, of the vocal majority is hard work is fun when improvement is evident. So the more improvement we feel, the more fun we're having.
Normally you select an uptune, which is kind of a rah-rah thing, and a ballad, which is a tearjerker. And this year we're doing an uptune called Running Wild. Our ballad is that wonderful mother of mine, and if it doesn't bring some tears to you, it darn sure brings some tears to us.
There's never been a problem for me being able to get into that song, but through my mother's illness of cancer, the song, at first was very difficult to sing. At first it was extremely difficult to sing. because obviously it brought up the memory of my mother in her insidious illness. And, what an awful thing. But it redefined itself as my mother did. What a prideful lady she was. It was a very remorseful song at the beginning, but now that wonderful mother of mine signifies my mom. It signifies the respect and the pride I feel for her. And after losing her just a few weeks ago, about 10 days ago, I'm able to sing that with joy and to sing that with a new kind of inspiration.
Being part of a men's organization of barbershop harmony, most women that are not in it would probably think my husband's hobby is singing in a barbershop chorus. But it's not a hobby to the man. It's a way of thinking. It's a way of life. It's a way of expressing and giving themselves far beyond what they think they're capable of.
There are some excellent choruses, and we don't take anything for granted. We've been working on this package, these two songs, for over a year. And bearing in mind the amount of man-hours that, 100,000 man-hours or something like that goes into two songs for 6 minutes. Probably, in my mind, I think the chorus we have to watch is from Northbrook. We've heard a lot about them. They've got a very talented director, J.G. Lombardo. There are about 6 or 7 top-notch choruses that are right up there. They've all got, 120, 140 guys, and they're the choruses we have to watch out for. But, we're taking nothing for granted this time.
We lost a contest back in 1978, and it happened to be a real blessing in disguise for this chorus.
In the first place, we didn't exactly lose. We did finish second. And my son Greg said something once that makes me very proud. He said, "I'm just as proud of that second place medal as I am any gold, because I worked just as hard for it."
Singing for Jim Clancy, how can I put that into words? It's truly an inspiration. I literally moved from Ohio after college 10 years ago for the sole purpose of singing with the vocal majority and making my life in music down here in Dallas.
How do you keep the music? How do you keep the music playing? Question horse. Here we go. Ready and no sing, lip sync. There's always one. Ready? One more time. There we go. That's all right. He'll never do it again. Question. Now watch. What are you doing the non-singing time?
What he's really doing, he's really bringing the best person out instead of just the singing. He's bringing the best heart, the best feelings, just literally making you be the best that you can possibly be at that particular instant on the risers?
That's the idea. Get into it. I'm watching you as much as I'm listening to you, fellas. If Beethoven were directing you, he'd have to, wouldn't he? He'd just have to judge by what he sees you do. Like, gosh, are they singing well? Are they singing beautifully, you know? Wouldn't he? Wouldn't he, really? He'd have to watch. Oh, God, I can't hear. But I can hear because I can see what they're doing. So pretend Beethoven's directing. Here we go. Pitch again. Here we go. Ready? I know. Let me tell how well you're singing by how you look. Fair enough? Here we go. I know. What you got to show is like you had never thought of this before, but like, what if something did happen? Could I even cope? Could I handle it if I lost you?
Our home life often becomes more stressful than I would choose it to because of the pressures, and I feel like each year maybe that is increased. But the advantages far outweigh those pressures. When I see what it does for other people and how the bonding, how it brings them together, it is worth, you know, all of that at home that we need to go through.
We can be the best of lovers, yet be the best of friends and try every way to make it better. Always, every day. Hey, just maybe keep this music going forever.
Back when I was having my problems, I wouldn't feel like going to rehearsal. You know, just because of everything weighing down on me. My wife would say, you need to go to rehearsal. My oldest son, Dad, you need to go to rehearsal. But they knew why I needed to go to rehearsal. And the reason is, you can't sing and be mad, angry, or sad at the same time. You can't do it.
Sometimes I come into rehearsal in a bad attitude. As soon as I get started and we get singing, what was I angry about? What was all that about? It doesn't exist anymore. It's a lot of fun for me.
Doesn't matter if it's in England or Japan or Russia or the United States. We all share that same love of singing in four-part harmony.
Bye 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 to those blues. Bye 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 to those blues. Don't let me hear cry. Don't let me hear cry. No singing, no singing. Bye 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 to those blues. Bye bye to those blues. Don't let me hear you sigh. Don't let me hear you cry. Bye bye to those blues. Bye bye.
You know, the four of us realized where we got our roots, and it was right in the good old barbershop harmony.
Let's hear it for barbershop.
Yes, sir. And there is another generation, and we would like to introduce them at this time to the greatest audiences in the world, the barbershop audiences, the Osmond Boys, second generation. Yeah.
We've all had the quarrels and parted. We'll be the same as we started, just a traveling along, singing a song. Side by side, we're side by
When I'm singing, it's a total focus. I'm not thinking about my job. I'm not thinking about my wife. Sorry, dear. I'm really thinking about the task at hand and giving that focus and just getting everything out of my brain and pumping it right through my voice is just a great high.
When it's darkness on the delta, that's the time. of cotton all around me, voices singing soft and low. Lucky that you found me where the muddy Mississippi waters flow. Lounging on the levee, listen to the nightingale. Way up above, laughter on the levee, no one's heart is heavy. All God's children got someone to love, and it's darkness on the delta, and only heaven is inside. It's darkness on the delta, let me linger in the shelter of the night. Lounging on the levee, listen to the nightingale. Way up above, laughter on the levee, no one's heart is heavy. All God's children got someone to love, and it's darkness on the delta, and only heaven is inside. When it's darkness on the delta, let me linger in the shelter of the night. Let me linger in the shelter of the night.
The beauty about this art form, and maybe it's just singing in general, you know, rarely do you find a jerk that likes to sing.
Hey, get out of the way. Come on, let's get it. Do it. Memories that never fade, whips and guns, my old switchblade. Old pals, young gals, gee, how I miss you.
Well, I'm Larry Gans. I'm an ophthalmologist in St. Louis in private practice.
I'm a sales manager for a food manufacturing company.
And I'm a sales estimator, project manager for an interior construction company.
Well, my name is Tom Higley. I sell Yellow Page advertising.
It's probably the greatest hobby in the world. It's an opportunity to see and be and do. It's an opportunity to sing. It's an opportunity to psychologically get a huge release. It's an opportunity to be the best in the world at something, and not very many men have that opportunity.
So as we get better, so does the competition. If we stop improving, they'll catch up with us, and that'll be the end of the little string, I'm sure. So we have to get better. Wonderful chorus we'll be competing against from Northbrook, Illinois, directed by a fellow by the name of J.G. Lombardo. Beautiful arranger, guy with a heart, and his chorus reflects that.
The strongest, most quiet person just in every day. You know him as, oh yeah, he's pretty strong, quiet, calm. You don't really notice him that much, but then you see him on stage and he's just completely different. I mean, people turn, you see the other side of everybody, and there's nothing more gentle than seeing that side of a very strong person.
We get lost in the music, which is wonderful. You sing well, but you get lost and we lose it. You almost internalize there, and you shouldn't. You need to still share that with the audience, okay? So I'm asking you, from the time you're humming and through you're doing there, please stay involved and don't internalize. Stay out with the audience so that we capture that 100 that we're looking for.
If we didn't win the contest, I would maybe feel a little bit of self-doubt. But I would also think that somebody probably worked harder or more passionately than we did.
It's an inner game, and you're competing against yourself, and that's one of the beauties of it, is that you are always trying to make yourself better, bring yourself to the next level.
If we ended up with second place, I would probably be devastated, because it's not as good as what the chorus is. And so, as a result, maybe I didn't bring the chorus to the level they should have been.
The fact that we lost in Cincinnati in '78 has probably been the greatest blessing the vocal majority has ever received. I remember that night in a hospitality room, we sang a song, a Jimmy Webb song called Didn't We Almost Make It This Time? And it's hard for me to talk about. I mean, because I still remember. I remember how the guys looked. Remember the looks, and they're singing, and they're choking on the words. You know, I'm seeing the tears. And at that point, I promised myself, I've been misquoted on this before, but I remember thinking, I promised myself that whatever it took, that so long as I'm the director of this chorus, from this point on, we will never again finish second. Got to do what would have been a 12 Saturday. Here we go. There's Cecila's face. I'm not worried about the chorus anymore. I'm just concerned with you. Just you and me, because that's what this is about. We're in the 90s. We're in the 90s. Let's get to 100. Here we go. Her man. Her soul shall live on
Be there. She was always have a younger brother, Justin, younger sister, Holly. They're all involved in music. And she always complained about not being able to see all the performances. What a great lover of music my mom was. And we're not going to have to worry about that anymore, because she truly will be in Pittsburgh, and she'll be with Justin, and she'll be with Holly in every performance. And we truly, her soul shall live on forever, as the song says. And I'm looking forward to Pittsburgh, because it'll be a tribute, my special little tribute to her. It's going to be wonderful.
There's so much love emanating in that room. They've been through we don't know all the stories of their lives. I wish there were time. I wish we had more time in a day, in a year, to really talk to the men and know their stories and know the pain and the heartaches and the things they've gone through. But as human beings, you know all the time, everyone has their own problems and their own trials that they go through. So you see that coming out when they're singing. And that's what just brings you this connection. You don't even have to really know. You just feel the connection.
And I grew up knowing right from wrong, and with a very upstanding family. And have very strong kids and have taught them right from wrong. Have a wife that's absolutely wonderful. Anyway, because I didn't handle business right in a couple of situations, I had been through a year of interrogation, and I knew it was coming to a head. And I also knew that at some point in time I had to tell the chorus. I was going to be sentenced before we went to New Orleans. And so the guys worked harder than I've ever seen them work. And I received a sentence. And I spent 13 months in prison, away from my family. And away from the chorus. But what made it so wonderful, I guess, is the fact that I think everyone around me gained something from it. Before I left, Urban Rogers, I think, who has the twins that are in the chorus, the young boys, had a party for me. before I went to prison. Only that would happen in the vocal majority. And my wife and I went over there. They had us sit down, and then they turned to my wife. And they said, we know what times are going to be tough, and this is for you. And it was a card from the chorus, and they'd passed the hat. And I don't know how much money was in there, $1,400, $1,500. They gave to my wife to help her make it. You know, and where else in the world is there a group of guys like that? I don't know. I just don't think there is.
Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams seem lost and lost and lost. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone.
But there's a little spot in Pennsylvania, that's a place I long to go, where the old Allegheny and Monongahela join hands with the Ohio. Then I think of the good old Smoky City, that's what it used to be. Now the sun, it shines all day on our beautiful gateway. It's wonderful. It's marvelous. Now, it's Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh, P.A.
This transit is departing for concourses A, B, C, and D. Please hold on.
Do something to pick yourself up. Change your attitude. Give a tug to your tie, put a crease in your pants. Hey, if you really want to feel fine, give your shoes, just give your shoes a shine. When there's a shine on your shoes, there's a melody in your heart, and with a singable happy feeling, a wonderful place to start to face the world every day with a dee-dum-dee-da-da, a little bitty melody that is making the worrying world go by. When you walk down the street with a happy-go-lucky beat, you'll find a lot of what I'm repeating. When there's a shoes. There's a melody in your heart, and with a singable happy feeling, a wonderful place to start to face the world every day with a dee-dum-dee-da-da, a little bitty melody that is making the worrying world go by. When you walk down the street with a happy-go-lucky feeling, you'll find a lot of what I'm repeating. When there's a shine that's really bright, I'm stepping out tonight, stepping out 'cause you know everything's
You can feel the tension in the room. You can feel the tension build. These guys, each and every one of them, feels that they need to be the very best singer on that spot, on that riser, on that day. And they'll work toward it. It's really a kick.
Well, we're down here with the Big Apple Chorus. To participate in a chorus contest, it's got about 23 choruses in it. And the thing that we're really here to do is to bring some of New York into the contest. You know, we have a lot of assets up in New York that a lot of the other cities don't. We have Broadway, we have a lot of theater, we have Carnegie Hall, we've got that, and we've got that attitude.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, happy feet. I got those happy feet. Give them up around me. And they begin dancing. Boy, I got those, them little happy toes. And when they hear a tune, I can't control my happy feet to save my soul. Those blues can't get into my shoes because my shoes refuse to ever grow weary. So weary I keep cheerful on and get full of music sweet. Oh, I have happy feet for dancing, dancing on my shoes and play those jelly roll blues and tap, tap, tap to steady beat.
And here comes Terry, and will you hoop a little bit? Come on,
42nd Street, what a dance, what a
Are we going to win? I would love to win. But there's a lot of choruses. A whole lot of choruses. A whole lot of choruses who's been rehearsing for this a lot longer than we have. I have high hopes.
Well, at the convention this year, I'm an MC. Sometimes I'm singing on stage in a contest. Sometimes I'm directing a chorus in a contest. But today, I'm the MC. In a couple minutes, I'm going to put on this coat. I'm going to walk down this hallway, step to the wings, get my cue, and step on the stage, and away we go. You've never heard choruses like are going to be singing out there today. The greatest male singing choruses in the world will be there today.
And now, representing the Illinois District from the Northbrook, Illinois chapter, please welcome the new tradition.
Now 'tis sure if you're one to be wearing the green and an Irish cheeks for you. If you come from Killarney and full of the party, it takes the dance to do. If you're happy-go-lucky and wear a smile, then When the pipes do play, we'll shout hooray, and we dance in our way into Ireland. Leading back the Mary's band with my shillelagh stick in hand, we'll dance our way to dear old Ireland. Ireland, Ireland, dear old Ireland.
Gentlemen, please check, make sure you don't have your watches, chains, rings, anything you're not supposed to have. Wedding bands only. Take your bags with you. We will not be coming back to this room.
Chuck said it more than anything else. Have fun. Think of the thrill that you have the privilege of giving 10,000 people out there.
Prentice. Yes, sir. Prayer, please.
Oh God, in your love we're rich. In your hands we're strong. In your favor we're blessed. In your spirit we're always at home. There is nothing we lack when we're with you. We dedicate all our gifts and our lives to the greatest performance of our lives and to your name's honor and glory. In your name, amen.
Amen. One more time, Sonny. Here we go. All right, we're going to tell them a story they won't forget. Here we go. And
once I had a hard-hearted gal. That hard-hearted, mean-tempered, two-timing, man-hating, backbiting, brow-beating gal brought me down to the ground. I cursed that evil woman, stood up and turned around. That gal will make a fool of me. No, now my heart's got a brand new start. Yes, this poor shattered, torn, tattered heart got a brand new start. Running wild, lost control, running wild, blinding bold, now I'm free. Reckless to every mind all the time, never blue. I'm always going, I'm going, I don't know where, always showing, I don't care. The love nobody is not worthwhile, all alone, running wild. Saying no gal will ever make a fool of me. You heard me, no gal, I mean just what I say. I ain't the simpleton I used to be. Don't wonder how I got that way. I know that once I was so romantic, it's true, but now I got a cruel heart. With all that other foolishness I'm through. Now I'm gonna play the villain. Now I'm the villain. Gonna play the villain's part. 'Cause now I got a cruel heart. Now I got a cruel heart. Gonna play the villain's part. See me play the villain's part. Now I got a cruel heart. This villain's got a cruel heart. Gonna play the villain's part. Cruel heart's running wild. Don't see me smile. Heart of stone. Hear me laugh and be awake. Every mind all the time, night and day. I'm always going, I'm going, now I know where. Always showing, I don't care. Don't love nobody, it's not worthwhile. I'll never love again, it's not worthwhile. There ain't a gal around to suit my style. See me smile all the while running wild.
It felt great up there. We did what we planned. We hope the audience enjoyed it, judges enjoyed it, and we're going to be #1.
I got all the confidence in the world today.
Right now I'm nervous, waiting for the results, and I just hope that we did it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, your third place international medalists are from Alexandria, Virginia. international medalists. They are from Northbrook, Illinois, the new tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, the new international champion chorus from Dallas, Texas, the Homo Majority.
Music builds you from inside also, the individual, the inner self. Probably the one thing that helped me while I was in prison, I had to walk about a mile up to a job that I had. And I walked this road alone. And the way I made it up there, and what really would lift me up that day and kind of get my mind out of the pits, which it stayed there a lot, was I sang one song on the way up there. Sang it softly, but it's a song the chorus does, and it's called I'll Walk with God. And that song gave me the strength to make that day every day. And I did not miss one day singing that song on that road. And it would build me up and make me feel so good about myself and everyone around me that I could make that day until the next day when I'd sing that song again. And I think anyone that's down or having problems, there's some special song in your life that has some meaning. And you might go into a closet to sing it, but sing it to yourself and listen to it. And listen to the beauty of it, and you'll feel better.
This is the moment, this is the time, when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. This moment, this moment, I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckons, I never reckon second best. This is the day, just see it shine, when all I've lived for becomes more. This is the moment, this is the hour, when I can open up tomorrow like a flower, and put my hand to everything that I plan to, fulfill my grand design, see all my stars align. Forever with the cause. When I look back, I will recall moment for moment. This was the moment.
purchase a home video cassette of Voices with 30 minutes of additional footage, please call 1-800-847-7793. The price of this video is $19.95 plus shipping and handling. The number again, 1-800-847-7793. A compact disc featuring 15 of the best musical selections from Voices may be purchased for $15.95 plus shipping and handling. The number to call is 1-800-847-7793.
We come from everywhere, we're called Americans. From every distant shore, but what matters more is we're Americans. United by the promises beneath the flame that says beyond this golden door you enter, everyone's the same. So many voices sing America's song. So many dreamers come from different shores to proudly sing along. So many colors in our rainbow flag.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 9 and meet 20 African-American soldiers who were sent on a bicycle ride across the American West in the 1890s. It's the Bicycle Corps, America's Black Army on Wheels, tomorrow night at 9 on WOSU. TV 34, stay tuned now for One Foot in the Grave.
Hi, I'm Chris Jones.